Oh my god, I don't know about you guys, but I'm so excited. You want to know why I'm excited? It's because my favorite YouTuber, Ranting for Vengeance, indirectly responded to me. But I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's get into the video. I am so excited.
Here we go. Here's what started it all. This guy posted up some clip of an old video of mine. Instead of taking from something new, they have to go back and search through endless hours of my content. And he got a good few people liking and seeing this tweet, saying something that just isn't true.
Now this is why I'm so excited, because that clip right there, this is a clip from my last Ranting for Vengeance video, and I cannot be happier, bro. Even if I didn't receive credit for it, alright? Even if I was never mentioned, I'm still taking credit for all of this. This whole thing. This is all because of me!
Calls himself Batman expert. So first of all, time out. We're gonna have to stop everything. When did I ever call myself a Batman expert? So I'm not even gonna bother playing your clip or reading on, because you're so fucking spasticated, thinking that I said something, which I never said. Oh yeah, and just a quick tip, using Google AI search results as an argument against me does not work, you retard.
Okay, alright, that's valid. You could have worded it a little bit better, but saying that you don't trust Google AI is a valid complaint, alright? So, let's not use Google AI. Let's look at the facts, Ben Shapiro style. Watch me destroy this liberal with epic facts and logic. It's so hard that he shits himself. The article from The Publisher says that DC Comics sees an absolute success, wink wink nudge nudge, with the Absolute series. DC Comics themselves revealing that Absolute Batman is the best-selling comic of 2024. Wikipedia corroborates this, with Absolute Batman being the bestseller of 2024. And last year it reached number 5 on the New York Times bestseller list. And Comixology ranks Absolute Batman as one of the best of 2025, right alongside Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man. So I think it's safe to say that Absolute Batman has seen commercial and critical success, despite what Ranting for Vengeance keeps saying. I mean, this is Ranting for Vengeance's whole things. He doesn't go for facts and logics, he goes for feelings over facts, and that's not very like heckin' epic Ben Shapiro style, buddy. Like with Ranting for Vengeance's reviews of movies and comics, it's never based on plot, it's never based on character design, it's never based on anything like that. It's based on how many minorities appear. Spoiler alert, guess what, liberal? If it's more than one, then it's woke trash.
So speaking of mental retardation,
ever look in a mirror?
This guy just went on posting about me yesterday, saying that me thinking Devilman is not gay is stupid. Have you even read the manga? Yes, I have. Have you? Have you read Violence Jack? Do you know anything about Devilman, or are you just trying to make everything gay? Oh, wait a second, you are. I just clicked into your profile and you have your pronouns there.
Okay, man. Like, what? Am I supposed to, like, start foaming at the mouth about this person having their pronouns in their bio? Like, okay. Like, it's a choice. Like, I'm not gonna, like, fucking kill them for that. Like, what did he expect to happen, right? Like, oh, you have pronouns in your bios. High five me, guys. Like, okay. He has pronouns in his bio, good for you. You have observational skills.
Nobody wants to hear about your pronouns or your sexuality. Nobody gives a shit. And before we get to the legendary Scott Snyder, who burned Ranting for Vengeance and roasted him by replying and bickering in some gay comment section.
Now hold on, I want you to look at Scott Snyder's username here and Scott Snyder's username in the thumbnail, alright? It may not look all too different, but there's one thing that you're forgetting. The pride flag. Where's the pride flag? You know what this means? You know what this means, you guys? It means that Ranting for Vengeance took a screenshot of Scott Snyder's username and artificially planted a pride flag in there. Oh my god. There's a few words I can think of that can be used to describe this, namely loser, basement dweller, and closeted homosexual. Yes, I know that's 2 words. Shut the fuck up.
Before we get to the legendary Scott Snyder, who burned Ranting for Vengeance and roasted him by replying and bickering in some gay comment section.
Okay, another thing. Ranting for Vengeance says that Scott Snyder is bickering and replying, yet All Scott Snyder is doing is just replying. Like, Scott Snyder just says, thanks, but he's not worth your time. This is used to provoke some kind of outrage, but these days it's just incredibly boring and tired. It's true that all these guys who just cling to rage baiting, it's not provocative anymore. It's just sad. Get a new grift. It's 2025. Like, where is he bickering with people? Like, you say he's bickering and replying, right? Or he's replying and bickering with people, right? Where's the bickering, right? Like, where is he fighting people, right? He's not even attacking Ranting for Vengeance. He's just saying that it's not worth the time and effort. Like, he's conducting himself in a relatively professional manner.
First, I'm gonna have to address something which is just straight up spasticated. So this guy here is a pretty big account. Neb's Good Takes also posted about me spreading the biggest misinformation. Like, every single thing that he said here is bullshit. This kid got expelled. He was a bully who targeted minorities. These people are getting their information from other teenagers that are spreading rumors about me.
Notice how he doesn't respond to the accusations that his dad is forcing him to make these monies for revenue. Notice how he doesn't respond to that, because I notice. Listen, man, I'm not implying anything. I just find it a bit suspicious how he didn't address that accusation.
So I really don't know what you're doing with your time talking with minors all day on the internet, spreading some of the dumbest shit that nobody believes.
I'm willing to bet that only half of these theories are true. Like, he definitely got expelled from his school for targeting minorities, but I can't see his dad beating him. I can see his dad encouraging him to make these videos. I can see his dad, you know, being like, oh yeah, son, bully those minorities online. Hell yeah, call that kid the N-word on Call of Duty. I could see him being that type of father, but I can't see his father beating him. Because I feel like if his dad did beat him, then I feel like, I don't know, Irish CPS probably would have gotten involved by now.
And also, thousands of people think that I have a black eye for some reason in one of my videos, like somebody kicked my ass, when in reality it's just a shadow cast by a light. What are you, retarded?
Okay, pal, you can't tell me that this, in no way whatsoever, does not bear any resemblance to a black eye. You can't blame people for having that thought.
Who knows, maybe I might have a black eye in the future in one of my videos because of all of the martial arts I do.
Hey, bro, who gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him he ain't tough, bro? Who gonna tell him he ain't tough for that? Who's gonna tell him he's not tough for that, bro? Come on now.
Really, that's the only ass kicking that's going on here. Nobody's beating me up, forcing me to get in front of the camera right now. This is all off of my own will.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think his dad would be beating up, being like, you have to get in front of a camera and tell people how terrible woke is. I don't think he's doing that. But I do think he would be encouraging this. I do think he's encouraging it. I don't think he's beating his son to do it. I think he's just encouraging it.
So nobody got expelled for bullying Jewish kids. There is no Jewish people where I come from. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised that there's not a lot of Jewish people living in Ireland, because remember, Ranting for Vengeance and his family is Irish, alright? And you want to know what Ireland does? You want to know what the Irish government does? It recognizes the state of Palestine. I think the reason why Ireland recognizes the state of Palestine is because Palestine, you know, it reflects their struggles with Britain during the Troubles. If you don't know what that is, that's like a whole thing. That's like a whole section of Irish lore that I can't really explain in like a goofy YouTube commentary video. But I'm droning. I'm rambling. Let's get back to the video.
Once again, if you got a problem, I'll just kick your ass.
Hey pal, maybe next time you threaten to kick someone's ass, don't have your fucking skinny ass twig arms in the thumbnail while you're flipping someone off. Like, seriously, this guy does not look tough in the slightest. He looks like a strong gust of wind could blow him over. I don't know why he's got such an ego on him.
Once again, if you got a problem, I'll just kick your ass, because if you're one of these gay freaks who talks with kids all day on the internet about other kids like me, then I really don't know what's wrong with you, and you need to go fuck yourself. And speaking of doing exactly that, we come to the world's biggest retard, Scott Snyder. Now, remember when comic book writers could actually write a great comic and not really be responding and bickering with people?
All he did is respond. Like, he's not fighting with people. He's not bickering with people. He just responded to the guy saying like, oh, you shouldn't waste your breath on this kid because he's a fucking goofy goober. He didn't fight. He didn't bicker, he didn't do anything of the sort. He was just like, you shouldn't waste your time on this guy. He's just rage baiting. And then with him writing good comics, he does write good comics, like with Absolute Batman. You may not like Absolute Batman, but it was the 2024 bestseller, so clearly it's doing something right.
Well, Scott Snyder does the exact opposite, because all of his comics are slow shit, and all he does throughout his entire day is tweet at people and argue in gay little comment sections.
Now, speaking of gays, I think it's a bit weird how Ranting for Vengeance over here has photoshopped a pride flag into Scott Snyder's username for his thumbnail shot. I can think of multiple adjectives I can use to describe this decision, but I can't say a majority of them as they would result in me getting demonetized.
And that's really what they are. I'm not just calling them gay. Everybody who's attacking me here and grifting off of my content, because that's what it is. Uploading clips, engagement farming. Every single one of them are either black, gay, transgender, or all three.
I can confirm I'm none of those things whatsoever, right? For example, I'm not black. If I was, I'd say the N-word in my videos. I'm not gay. I like women, specifically goth women, and I'm not trans. I don't really know what to say here. I'm just not trans. Here's something that Ranting for Vengeance fans and just Ranting for Vengeance himself need to understand, right? People don't like Ranting for Vengeance. That's pretty obvious. Not because he's this sort of herald of based in a woke society. It's because all Ranting for Vengeance does on his YouTube channel is he complains about the existence of minorities in media and he calls it woke. Like, the bar for being woke in Ranting for Vengeance's eyes is so astronomically low that it's insane. Like, if the men aren't just straight, white, absolutely ripped dudes, then it's woke. And if the females aren't just straight, white, absolutely women, then it's woke propaganda. Like, the word woke has no meaning anymore because anything and everything will be labeled as woke.
So I'm not even going to read out all of this, but Scott Snyder doesn't even roast me. He doesn't even destroy me in some badass way. No, he just comes off as a whiny little bitch.
Ranting for Vengeance calling someone else a whiny little bitch has to be one of the most ironic things I've ever seen. Like, my brother in Christ, okay? Your entire channel is just you whining and complaining about the existence of minorities in media. You have no right to call someone else a whiny bitch when all you do is sit in front of a camera and cry about the existence of minorities in your favorite piece of media.
Calling me boring and tiring and he's not worth your time. Get a new grift. It's 2025. And his main point, and all of these people's main point, is that everything I say is false. I'm not worth your time and I don't provoke anybody. I've never offended anybody in the history of ever. Yeah, I don't know who thought that this was a win, but Scott Snyder just exposed himself for being the world's biggest retard. I triggered you and provoked you enough.
I triggered and provoked you enough. Oh my god, bro, I'm crying right now. This has to be the corniest person alive. Who watches this guy? Like, genuinely, like, outside of the anti-woke people, bro. Who is watching this person? Actually, no. No, it's just anti-woke people watching this guy, because no one else is this corny. It's all like fucking 13-year-olds that are like, I'm so tired of the gays in society, man. I need someone who really understands me. No one understands me like Ranting for Vengeance. Like, I imagine the primary audience for Ranting for Vengeance right now is either old men or children in like the red pill era.
I triggered you and provoked you enough to come at me and start tweeting about me.
With the way he says come at me and start tweeting about me, it makes it sound like he made Scott Snyder have like a multi-day long Twitter crash out a la Vivzy Pop. And then there's also the fact, right? I'm gonna keep bringing this up. He photoshopped a pride flag into Scott Snyder's username for his thumbnail shot, bro. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm never gonna stop bringing that up. So long as he lives, I will not stop bringing it up.
Acting like a little bitch and not one of the most respected, biggest writers at DC right now. That's the bottom line for anybody watching who has a problem, and for Scott Snyder. So my content and what I do doesn't provoke any...
My sincerest apologies, folk. I just got really bored, and I don't know. This Ranting for Vengeance video is just really boring compared to his other ones, so I thought I'd spice it up a little. I'm not done yet. I just thought I'd let you guys know that this video is really boring compared to his other ones, bro. Where's that signature Ranting for Vengeance-ness, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. There's something with his usual videos that's missing here. Anyways, sorry for getting off topic. My sincerest apologies. Now, let's get back to the video.
Acting like a little bitch and not one of the most respected, biggest writers at DC right now.
Listen, man, I've cited psychoanalyzed this tweet for a while now, alright? I've had some of the best psychologist people in the world evaluate this tweet. And, from what it seems like, Scott Snyder, he's not coping and molding and seething like you make him out to be. Like, he says, thanks, he's not worth your time, this is just used to create some kind of outrage. These days, it's just incredibly boring and tired. This is true, all these guys just cling to rage bait. It's not provocative anymore, it's just sad getting new grip to 2025. Alright, like, I don't know, okay? I don't know. Scott, for all I know, could have been, like, fucking pissing and shitting and crying and coming himself behind the camera. But from the context clues we have access to, it just seems like Scott Snyder was talking to a fan who was complaining about a criticism of one of his books. Not even good criticism, incredibly bad faith criticism. And Scott took that shit in strides, bro. Like, bro, if this reached VivziePop, oh my god, the days-long Twitter crash out she would have had over this would be insufferable.
That's the bottom line for anybody watching who has a problem, and for Scott Snyder. So my content and what I do doesn't provoke any sort of outrage. It doesn't annoy you in any way whatsoever. Then stop making videos and tweeting about me.
Listen, bro, there's one thing stopping me, the money, the money, Skylar, where's the money? I gave it to Ranting for Vengeance's Patreon.
What? You did what?
You gave all our money to Ranting for Vengeance's Patreon? I don't know where this bit was meant to go. I just thought of like the money, Skylar. Where's the rest? And then I just went from there. Subscribe to me. I make good content.
Get a new grift? How about you tell that to the people who built their entire channels off of me? I'm not saying that in a narcissistic bragging way. I'm just saying that there's tons of channels out there that get 2 views until they go and make a video about me and put my face in the thumbnail, and then they go back to getting 2 views on their videos.
As much as I don't like him, he's kind of right? Especially with me, like using my channel as an example. He's definitely a reason for the third renaissance of the Snowbricks 96 channel. He's the reason I am the man who I am today. Like, the thing with Ranting for Vengeance videos is that you don't need to be like some super media literate person to realize that Ranting for Vengeance most of the time is just talking out of his ass. That's why so many people make videos on Ranting for Vengeance. It's because his videos are really easy to debunk if you've just seen the thing before. Like, with his video on the Superman movie, you don't need to be like some super media literate guy to realize that most of his points are doo-doo fart. But I think I've done enough psychology on why people make Ranting for Vengeance videos. I think we should get back to my video.
So to answer your question, Scott Snyder, of whether or not I still provoke people and offend people, you're goddamned right I do. I especially did it to like you. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm actually getting bored of talking about this shit.
Yeah, you and me both, pal. This is one of the most boring videos to ever come out from your channel, bro. Oh my god. I think I'd rather watch paint dry. I think watching paint dry would be more exciting than this crap, man. Like, this is just lacking something in the usual Ranting for Vengeance video formula. I don't know what it is, but this just doesn't feel right.
So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm actually getting bored of talking about this shit that nobody believes. It's pathetic. But to the people who support this channel, I'm just gonna continue making on the videos that I usually do about comics, video games, movies, books that I actually like, because that's what this channel is. You can go back and watch many videos where that's what I do.
Likes are for the fans, but hate pays the bills. Here's something that people don't understand, right? Hate is monetizable. You can make money off of hate, right? Hate is easy to monetize. You want to know why? Because people would much rather see something hated than something loved. All of Ranting for Vengeance's most popular videos involve him hating on something. Stuff that you like, you share with the fans. Stuff that you hate, you share with the world. My apologies for turning into Socrates for a moment there. Let's get back to the video.
It's not grifting and it's not rage bait. It's just a normal YouTube channel that you have a problem with because you disagree with me.
Here's the thing, buddy. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't really care. It's just a high schooler with a YouTube channel talking about the comics, manga, video games he enjoys. But because you've gone out of your way to create and cultivate this image and define yourself as an anti-woke creator hating on everything that doesn't fit your imaginary standards of based, quote-unquote, people aren't really going to like you, especially when your criticisms of some of this quote-unquote woke content is so outrageous and nonsensical.
And newsflash to all of you, all of the he, him, they, boy, pronoun in bio Twitter users that are all gay, black, and trans, nobody gives a shit. There's a lot of people out there who are fed up with the system and the establishment, people like you and Scott Snyder.
Hey bro, one of those things does not belong. What does Scott Snyder have to do with the system and the establishment? establishment. Right? What do gay, black, trans people have to do with the system and the establishment?
So if anybody needs to move on and get a brand new grift, it is people like Scott Snyder and all of these retards. Nobody wants to hear about how fascist white people are bad anymore. Nobody wants to hear your made up stories about how I'm going around like some sort of psychopath. Take all of that bullshit that nobody cares about anymore, shove it up your ass and get a new grift yourself. And if you're one of those people out there who's making streams, channels, videos, tweets, getting Scott Snyder to engage with you, spreading rumors of bullshit that nobody believes, bitching and whining because somebody has a different opinion, you're retarded and you need to go complain to your boyfriend.
I think it would be really funny if there was like a left-leaning ranting for vengeance. If there was like the opposite of ranting for vengeance, like liberal for vengeance, communism for vengeance. You get what I'm saying? And instead of go complain to your boyfriend, it was go complain to your girlfriend. That would have been funny. That would be funny. Someone do that. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below. Be sure to join my Discord and become a channel member. Link to my Discord server in the description below. Comment of the week status goes to Schnickenpick. If you want to be the comment of the week, all you have to do is be the first person to comment on this video, and I'll give you a shout out. And with that all being said, I'm out. Peace.